U.S. President Donald Trump has said that U.S. holds all the cards in talks with Iran. And speaking during an interview with Fox News, Trump warned that military action remains an option if talks fail to produce a favorable outcome. Listen to this.
Is there a line that they would cross for you to go on the offensive again militarily?
Well, a deal that wasn't going to be good for us is the line, ultimately, because, I'm playing it out and we're going to see. And that's what I do. I negotiate. They negotiate. They're very good negotiators. They're crafty. But in the end, we have all the cards because we've defeated them militarily.
Now, Trump's comments come amid reports that the two sides have closed in on a framework for a ceasefire extension. But Trump is yet to give his approval to the agreement. Reports say the two sides have reached an agreement to extend the ceasefire by 60 days. However, Iranian media reports have denied reaching any agreement, saying no memorandum of understanding has been finalized yet. Separately, U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance has said that in terms of finalizing the deal with Iran, the U.S. is not there yet, but they are very close.
If you look at what we've already accomplished here, assuming that we're able to get to a final agreement here, we're reopening the Straits of Hormuz. We've already decimated their conventional military, and we're in a position where we could substantially set back their nuclear program, not just during the term of this president, but over the long term. That's a very, very good thing for the American people. So we're not there yet, but we're very close, and we're going to keep on working at it.
Furthermore, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has revealed that negotiating teams are going back and forth over a potential Iran deal. And speaking to reporters in Washington, Bessent predicted that oil and gas prices could come down very quickly after the war ends. The Treasury Secretary also said that he has received an assurance from Oman that it has no plan to toll the Strait of Hormuz. Bessent's comments follow Trump's warning that the U.S. would blow up at Oman if it entered into any agreement with Iran to charge tolls in the Strait of Hormuz.
Again, I think the president wanted to punctuate freedom of navigation in the strait. I had a call with the Omani ambassador this morning, and he assured me that there were no plans for tolling the strait. As he said, our countries have had 200 years of good relations. He wants to have another 200 more.
However, Iranian Deputy Foreign Minister Qasem Gharibabadi has said that Iran will not sign any agreement that does not align with its interest. And furthermore, he has warned that Iran will respond to any violation of the ceasefire by the U.S.
About what the actions of Americans and what they are saying. What matters to us are the official messages we receive, and naturally, Iran will not accept anything that is not in line with our interests and those of our country. And this is the reason it is taking a few days, to make sure everything is in line with our interests.
Meanwhile, Iran's Supreme Leader Mossadegh Khamenei has accused the U.S. trying to create division and social fragmentation to compensate for its failures. Mossadegh Khamenei's statement was read by a TV presenter on Iranian state television. Even as hectic diplomacy continues in the background, the situation on ground remains intense. In the latest, Iranian state television claimed that it destroyed a U.S. aircraft near Jam in Bushehr province, but U.S. military has denied the report, with Central Command saying no U.S. aircraft has been shot down and all U.S. air assets are fully accounted for. Amid all these developments, Pakistan Foreign Minister Shakhdar will reach Washington today, where he is slated to meet U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Now, this visit comes as Islamabad is attempting to negotiate a peace deal to permanently end the U.S.-Israeli war with Iran. And to bring us more details on this, our correspondent Susan Tehrani has sent us a report from New York. Let's take a look.
Speaking at the White House, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said that the United States and Iran may have the makings of a deal, but warned that the Trump administration is still increasing pressure on Tehran. However, Tehran says no such agreement has been finalized. This, according to Iran's Tansim news agency. Earlier in the day, Bessent announced sanctions on Iran's Persian Gulf Strait authorities and warned Oman and other countries not to help Iran imposed tolls on ships passing through the Strait of Hormuz. In a social media post, Besson said that any government or company or vessel involved in paying or collecting tolls could face U.S. sanctions. The Treasury Department also moved against Iranian airlines, including Iran Air and Mahan Air, warning foreign airports as well as services and those that are providing these services that they could face penalties if they are assisting the carriers. These comments underscore the administration's strategy of pursuing diplomacy on the one hand, but also tightening economic pressure on the other. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.